Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tinmans Core Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tinman Taylor. Today, thought I'd get on here and tell you guys another dream I had years ago, but I was able to remember it today like that. So I figured I'd get it on here and share it with you all before I forget again. So in this dream, I go down to Florida, and for some odd reason, I'm wearing like one of those bright, like tan khaki button-up shirts and camouflage shorts. I usually don't dress like that, but anyway, down in Florida, you have to because it gets way hotter down there than it is up here in North Carolina. But anyway, we go to this amusement park, and I can't remember if it was Universal or Disney, but I remember we got there and we got to ride this elevated train go across the park. So at the station, you get on it. It was like one of those enclosed type trains where it had windows where you could see on both sides. And it didn't go as fast when it took off from the station. It was just like steady. But then once we got out of the station, it just went, whoop. It was like, whoa, it really kicked into overdrive. So we were just looking around at different points of the park. They're like, okay, we're going to definitely do this when we get done. And we looked over by, I think it was like a lake they had at the property. We saw crocodiles snapping, like, and they saw us coming by. And then the train actually dove down. There was actually tracks in the water. And we were getting way too close to them crocodiles, and one of the crocodiles jumped up and snapped his mouth against the glass and made everybody jump. I was like, oh God almighty, I hope this train hurry up and get us out of here. And just kept on going. Then I remember we passed the point of the park where there was dinosaurs there, and they looked so lifelike. I thought they were real ones, but the person informed me that they're animatronics. I said, wow, they really do look lifelike, and they move similar to the dinosaurs you see in the Jurassic Park and World movies. Luckily, they won't eat you. Got to stand right next to a T-Rex and took a picture when we got off the train. Explored the park, got on like a Ferris wheel, and I got on a roller coaster, but I wished I never did because I was buckled in, and that thing took off like around the circle. Like, oh my God, thank God I didn't eat no food because I would literally be getting sick or crapping my pants. Really bad. Got off that ride, and I'm trying to think what else we did there. Oh, they actually let you walk across the lake. They had like a platform that was built with safety rails, and you could walk across it far away from where the crocodiles were at, and we were able to fish off the pier. I was like, oh wow, didn't know you could do that. And I got to look at all the scenic views around that park, the rocks, trees. It looked amazing. And then I remember we got back on the elevated train and went to another part of the park that had a roller skating arena, which I didn't get in there. Laser tag, now that was a fun one to do. And then there was also an arcade that had retro video games, and I remember there was one that I used to play at our arcade in town where you throw the ball into one of the holes and it determines how many tickets you won. And you got into a modulator to drive a race car and then shoot Terminator. So, I mean, it was a busy arcade. Me, my mom, dad, and I remember some of my cousins went with us too. My parents went with them, they all came with us. Finished up touring the park, got back on the elevated train, and went around the park back to the station. Got off the train and went through the gift shops, got out of there, and I woke up. I was like, you know, it would be nice to go to like Universal Studios or Disney again. But I tell you what, I would love to ride one of them elevated trains. As long as they don't shoot out like a bullet or like a roller coaster going too fast. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little dream of mine. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more dream-related content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tinmans Core Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tinman Taylor, and I said that's a wrap, and have a nice day.